This is the plaintiff, Charles Fusey. He says he sold his car to the defendant. She paid him for some of the car by making monthly payments and then just stopped. She still owes him $1,600. He won't allow her to get away with ripping him off and is suing her today in this court to get his money. This is the defendant, Asia McCoy. She says the plaintiff, her cousin, lived with her and was supposed to pay rent but never did. Now he's trying to get her to pay him for a car he sold her, which had all sorts of problems and needs over $800 in repairs. With the rent he owes and the repairs she needs to make, they're more than even, and she thinks the judge will agree. She's accused of running away from a debt.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff sold the defendant a car and she only paid for part of it. But the defendant says the plaintiff is her cousin and he didn't even pay rent when he lived with her. It's the case of, you're a scuzz, cuz.
Thank you, Douglas. Charles Fusey, you are suing Asia McCoy for $1,600, a balance you say she owes you on a car she bought from you. What's going on?
I got talked into by my sister to sell her the car. Because her the car.
Okay,
Asia.
And why?
Because she needed it because she didn't have one and her car wasn't working.
And your sister's good friends with her or something?
Yeah, in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, at the time was she?
Yeah.
Why would she talk you into it?
Because she was doing my sister a favor by letting her move into her basement.
Okay.
And so I sold her the car right there.
All right.
And
you sold it for how much?
$2,800.
$2,800. Do you have a bill of sale?
No.
How come?
She didn't want to sign anything.
Then she doesn't get the car. It's so easy. You don't get the car until you sign a bill of sale. What's the deal?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it's done. Go ahead. How old are you?
21.
Wow. Go ahead.
She only gave me $1,200, and after $1,200,
Especially if she still owes you money on the car, so she didn't even give you the whole $2,800.
No. Then she refused just not to pay me. I lived there for like 3 days.
Did
with my
she have
sister.
the car from Jump Street? Like you just gave her the car, or no? She was just paying you little by little, and you still had the car.
Yeah, that's how it was.
And how much does she pay you before she stops paying you?
$1,200.
And when did she stop paying you?
About 2 months ago.
And what event happened that caused her? Because we still haven't gotten to the worst thing you did. What event caused her to stop paying you? You put the car at her house.
Yes, I did.
Even though she hadn't finished paying for it yet.
Well, I did it to like reassure her that, because my sister was also there. So it's just...
Reassure her that what? That you are the fool she thinks you are?
Pretty much.
No, really, why did you put the car over there? Because the plan was that when she finished paying for it, you'd sign over the title and give her the car.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you put the car over there?
Bad decisions.
But no, really, why?
That's
Did you
pretty
need
much
the
why.
space? Did you need the parking space?
Well, I did get a new car, so yeah.
So that's what caused you to put the car over there.
Yeah.
So you put the car over there and then, quote, somehow she gets a hold of the keys. How does she get a hold of keys somehow? Explain how somehow is.
My sister gave her the keys to move it to the backyard.
Okay.
And she
then,
never got the keys back.
And so she starts driving it, and it's in your name. So if
Yep.
she runs over a group of nuns, it's on you, right? Is there
Pretty
insurance on the car?
No. It's not
So there's
insured,
no
not
insurance on it. Do
inspected,
you have
not
insurance
registered.
on the car?
No, ma'am.
No. What does she care? She didn't have insurance on the car. So she's driving your car in your name, right? You're driving a car that's in his name.
No.
Whose name is it under?
I'm not driving the car.
Where's the car?
The car is in the shop as of right now.
Why is it in the shop?
Because there's a lot of things that need to be fixed on the car that I'm paying for.
Did you agree to pay $2,800 for the car?
No, I agreed to pay $2,500 for the car.
How much have you paid?
$1,200.
Do you have receipts?
No.
Oh, so you're really lucky that he admits you paid $1,200, because otherwise you'd be standing here with nothing.
Well,
Why would you pay for? Did you pay in cash?
Yes.
You pay in cash and you're not getting any receipts? How old are you?
23.
Okay, seriously, who set you in the wild? The two of you. Because you're not ready, okay? Why is cash leaving this hand without a receipt coming into this hand?
Well, we're family.
Because you don't watch your family. Is that what you just said?
Yes.
No, it's really because you don't watch People's Court. Because if you had been watching People's Court, I've been saying this now for, you're 23, I've been saying it for 16 years? Huh?
Oh my God.
Yeah, all right.
So if you make a deal with somebody, buy a car or loan or whatever it is it riskier or less risky when you deal with family members? What do you think?
I think less risky.
Why?
Because they're your family. You've known them for a little bit longer.
You don't think they have more permission to stiff you? What do you think?
I think they have loyalty to their family. They shouldn't stiff you.
Okay, you're nodding no.
No, they have more. They'll stiff you.
You are a woman who's been taken advantage of by a family member, aren't you?
Yes.
I can tell, going inside the courtroom.
So what has this done to your family?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. We just stopped talking. It's
The
my
two
little
of you
cousin.
stopped talking? That's nothing?
No, we've just stopped talking, and that's it. We really don't have much of a chaotic problem, but we just don't talk, and that's it.
Did you used to talk?
Yes.
So that's something. Has there been a family reunion?
No.
Are you that kind of family where you get together with, for reunions with like people and like, on holidays and all that, or no?
No.
She's not in
Okay.
my family tree.
How are you related again?
We're god brothers and sisters.
Yeah, but are you actually related or just?
No.
Oh, you're not even related.
No.
Why you call him your cousin? He calls you his cousin?
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
Oh no, you didn't. That's right. You call him your little cousin.
That's what we call each other. In the middle of us all being together, we call each other cousins.
So you had to be close. You're telling when people are saying you're saying this is my cousin because he's your god brother, which means what?
His father is my godfather, and my father is his older sister's godfather.
And is that the older sister that was living there?
Yes.
All right. Now, according to you, he moves in there.
No, he moved in with his sister. I asked him if he wanted to rent a room, and I brought it up to him, and he basically said, didn't give me an answer, so I took that as a no. But then later on, he's moving in with his sister, who didn't pay me the full amount of rent that she owed me, and I didn't charge a security deposit. She lived in my house for 2 months before she even gave me money. She only gave me $400, and we were charging her $800 rent. There was...
Right, but what do you mean he moved in with her?
He moved into my downstairs.
How long was he living there?
For a month.
And
He's
according to
saying-
you were there 2 to
he's
3
saying
days.
3 days.
Yeah, he says he was there 2 to 3 days. Why should he have to pay his sister's rent?
It's not him paying his sister's rent.
Well, that's part of your defense, that you shouldn't have to pay him anymore. Because even according to your testimony, if you paid $1,200, you still owe the guy $1,300, right?
Yes. The reason for that is because...
And you shouldn't have to pay him because his sister owes you rent.
No, it's not even that. In the process of his sister owing me rent, we spoke. It was me, it was Charles, his older sister Kira, and the fiance, I forgot his name. Ramiro. And it was they brought it up that if they wasn't going to pay the rent, that they was going to pay him for the car. Pay me for the car, excuse me. Pay me for the car. So that's why I'm just like, well, okay, what am I supposed to do?
What am I supposed to do? You owe $1,300, but at best $1,300, at worst $1,600. Do you have any proof that the purchase price was $2,800? You don't have a bill of sale. Do you have a text, an email between you two, where she might have admitted that she owes you X?
No, but I have a video of her admitting that she was driving the car, smoking in the car. She backed into her sister and getting pulled over.
You have a video of her admitting it? Like, you were just like videoing her while she was...
No, it was in my pocket.
She didn't know you were videoing her? What state are you in? New York. One-party consent. Play it. Go ahead. Now, in Florida, it's a felony. In Florida, if you tape somebody and they don't know you're taping them, it's a felony.
Or I sit in that and I smoke my weed and I listen to my music.
Right.
Jose's been taking the car to work.
Right.
I took the car to go and do my laundry one time and to go and do groceries twice.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what happened?
Little Charlie wants the key back because of Jose got pulled over.
I'm not reselling the car or anything.
And then I got of her admitting that she backed into her sister.
So that drove the car twice.
But who for the
Are you back into your groceries?
Yeah, because he put his hands in between my pipes.
In between my what?
Her privacy.
Who put
Not
what?
me.
I was parking the car, and someone was talking to me, and they got inside of the car with me. And in the process of me parking the car, I didn't even hit my sister's car. My sister, who he's saying that I crashed my car and into her car, she was supposed to come with me, but she had something she had to do so that she could be sitting here right next to me, letting you know that I did not crash the car into her car.
Just said you did.
So
What are
I'm
you
just
doing?
like confused.
Why haven't you paid the guy the rest of the money
I
for his
haven't
car?
paid him the rest of the money because
his sister owes you money for rent.
It's because he went back on the agreement.
How?
At first, I was supposed to be giving him my son's arcade game, which he was supposed to be selling. He got a check for $3,000. And the check didn't even clear. Okay, so then he didn't want it. He no longer wanted the video game. It's an arcade game. It's like this. It's $3,600, and he was going to sell it on Craigslist. The check that he received, it did not clear. He told me, okay, I'm just waiting for the check to clear. I'm like, okay, Charles, so just let me know. He called me. He asked me about the check, and I let him know about the check.
What are you talking about? What does this have to do with the car?
That's what I'm saying. I gave him the $1,200, plus I was supposed to give him the arcade game.
Is that accurate? There was some arcade game deal part of this?
She brought it up in the beginning, but I told her the next day I didn't want the machine.
Oh, okay.
It was that simple.
And then she said, okay, I'll just pay you what?
$2,800.
According to you, $2,800. According to her, $2,500. So you haven't paid the $1,300. Why again? I'm going to ask you one more time.
I didn't pay the $1,300 because I was left with all of the bills that his sister and him, they all left.
Do you miss him?
Yeah.
Do you miss her?
No.
Why? No. Oh, you're cold. She just told you she missed you.
Pretty much.
I just want my money.
You're angry. You're angry. Let me just ask you. She says it was $2,500. You said it was $2,800. I've asked you several times if you have any proof
Yeah,
of
no,
text.
I don't.
You've looked. You don't have anything. There's nothing. Okay. I am ordering the defendant to, because of that, what I am ordering the defendant to pay is the remainder up to the $25,000, which is $1,300. And upon payment of that, then the title will transfer. That is my judgment. If there's anything you feel the sister owes you, goes to the sister.